How does it feel to get here? It feels natural. It feels normal. Like this is I don't think anyone has done what I've done in such a short space of time. When the first fight I had the highlight, and my first fight was in the 3 Arena. I had the highlight reel knockout. I had a knockout in the night. Second fight in the 3 Arena for BAMA, I became the face of BAMA. My third fight, I fought for a main event of the 3 Arena for a world title, and now my fourth fight, I'm fighting for arguably the second biggest promotion in the world. It's not actually arguably, it is the second biggest promotion in the world, catching them very quickly on the first, and I'm going to arrive as the face of Bellator, so it feels natural. I've taken the road less travelled. I march to the beat of my own drum. Everyone else takes 20 odd fights to get where I've gotten in 3, 3 or 4. So it feels natural, and this is where I am after 4 fights. Imagine where I'm going to be in another 4 fights. Does it play in my mind that I'm making my debut for one of the biggest promotions in the world? Does it strike you like it would play in my mind? I can assure you it doesn't. This is hugely positive for Bellator, never mind me. Like they're getting a star, just signing a star. I bring knockouts inside the cage. I bring entertainment value outside. There's nobody like me on the roster. And I mean that in a myriad of ways. There's nobody that talks like me. There's nobody in the cage. There's nobody that moves like me. I'm arguably the best striker in the roster. Definitely the best striker in the welterweight division, or the gargoyle division, as I call it. You just have to see how ugly all the guys are in there to see that they get punched in the face quite frequently. Look how handsome I am and pretty I am. Like I don't get punched in the face. I stand in the cage with my hands down, my chin up, and I knock people out. So there's a level of arrogance about it, but that's because I know how good I am. I've been having a feud with Lawrence Larkin. I wouldn't classify it as a feud. Like I said, I'm honest. I don't do fighter speak. I don't do cliches. I don't do this is the best camp I've ever had. You're going to get the best version. I don't do that stuff. What I am is I'm honest. I'm direct. I call it like I see it. Just because fighters don't like it, that's their tough. I know I'm divisive, but like that makes me interesting. I feel, but whatever, I don't know, like whatever, people are watching, people are interested, but they want to see me get knocked out or they want to see me knock someone out, it doesn't matter. But look, forewarned is forearmed. I've already told all the welterweights what I'm going to do. Now it's just a matter of doing it. So they'll see on the February 23rd that the face of Bellator is about to arrive. Lawrence can go running. We can take tips from the hide and seek champion Terence Brazier, and he can find out all the best hiding spots. But by all means, Bellator, once I arrive as the face of Bellator, they're going to stick a contract in front of those guys, and they won't have the option of refusing it. They can either refuse it and retire, which is probably the advice. Like from their own health standpoint, it's advisable that they retire, because otherwise, they're going to incur some serious medical bills, and all I can do is say, I told you so. Has my retirement been? Has there been a lot of time for mental and physical growth? Mentally, I was always on point, and I'm still on point. Nothing has changed there. I'm still great mentally. Physically, yeah, for a year, like for the naysayers that have said that, I'd know jiu-jitsu and what have you. A lot of those are just armchair critics that have never done that before in their life. I went into that fight with Alex Lahore with a near career-ending injury. It was my knee that defeated me. It wasn't my lack of jiu-jitsu. It wasn't Alex Lahore. It was a near career-ending injury. But this year, all I've done is work, because while I was recovering from the knee where I couldn't strike, I was working on my grappling. So now what I might do is I might go in, knock out Mickey Butcher, resuscitate him real quick, wake him up before the ref can step in, slap on a rear naked choke, and then tap him out. And then I'm going to go like that to all the critics that says he's no jiu-jitsu. And just in case you didn't see that, there's 2 of them for you. A perfect night for me on Saturday night would be going in, stealing the show like I always do. A perfect night is the exact same night that I've had when I collect my other 2 highlight reel knockouts. So a perfect night is going to be walk in looking pretty, walk into the cage, volley Mickey Butcher's chin into the crowd, his jaw will be in the crowd, everyone in the crowd's jaw will hit the floor. I'll get my hands raised, I'll pick up the microphone, and I'll call out I'll call out anyone who I want to call out on the Bellator roster, and watch them all run.